What do you guys think of plane week? Have you been having fun? This is unique, very different. I just ripped the brain out of this before we came to fly. That's supposed to control this plane, and it's not in the plane. There's no brain in there now. I am afraid. Hey everyone, I'm Nate.
And I'm Abby.
Welcome to our RC family, where our goal is to have fun in the hobby of RC, bring you guys along with us, and hopefully somewhere along the way, we help you find the perfect RC for you. Today we're gonna take a look at this Zod Nano Talon. This is a very funny looking plane, something that you probably don't see very often, especially on our channel. And we notice the tail here is a V setup rather than your traditional horizontal and vertical stabilizer. So it does set up a little differently in your transmitter, and I'm kind of curious and I'm a little scared, honestly, to see if I've got it set up right.
It's been a while since we've done a V-tail,
oh, yeah.
So we're pretty sure we have everything right except the rudder, right Nate?
Yeah, I'm not going to touch the rudder because that might be set up like opposite. So this should be a very interesting video you're going to want to stick around for. I want to show you guys a couple of things about this plane. First and foremost being the fact that I just ripped the brain out of this before we came to fly. That's supposed to control this plane, and it's not in the plane. There's no brain in there now. I am afraid. This is a little latch. You turn and lift that, and there's your access to your battery hatch, which I absolutely love. When that's off though, you can then lift this part up to access your receiver and where that little control brain used to be. And I will tell you this, other than the brain thing not working, and I'll tell you why it wasn't working in just a second.
Well, you replaced the brain with a power patch, so I think we're good.
Yeah, this is going to make up for it for sure. This plane was so easy to put together, I didn't have to like plug anything in. If it wasn't for that brain, it would just be my receiver. The wings just click together, and if you notice, there's no push rod on that little aileron or anything. It's just a plastic hinged wing, and that's so cool because we have down here this little square shaped tube. Well, that lines up perfectly with this bit that is already connected to your servo, and then this is just wing support here. Literally, you just plug this in and it snaps into place. That's amazing. I love the implementation of that. So that is the best thing going for it. But what was happening with...
It's way over there.
With this is unfortunately this bit here with the 3 colored wire was giving me a short. And so all this plugs into your receiver, which was easy. I know it looks kind of confusing. And when I was moving that receiver around, I got a short and it would just turn the receiver off all the time. So I had to bypass this, which should just be auto flight stabilization.
Should be.
Should be, I think that's why that's in there.
The instructions on this plane were less than half a page.
Yeah, so I'm nervous. Needless to say, I'm very, very nervous. It's very likely that I will crash this plane, but the show must go on. And I think that rather than just getting in front of the camera and saying, hey, I had a short in there and this is bad quality control, the end for the video, obviously I gotta try to fix it and fly it, right?
Right.
So that's what we're doing. And before this attempts to fly, it is worth noting that this really is designed for FPV. You see the hole in the front of the canopy there? That is for your FPV setup. Now, I'm gonna do this, I wanna ask you guys a favor. I have been out of the race drone FPV scene for a little while now, at least for the good modern stuff. So if this flies, if it works and we have fun with it, I would like to buy a camera for this, and maybe we'll do some more with it, have some more FPV fun. That would be really a blast. I got some new goggles I'm ready to test out. So please, in the comments below, tell me what your favorite FPV setup is that you think might work on this. So think about that while I am probably crashing this.
No!
But if it flies, I'm going to take you up on your FPV recommendations and buy something.
We are flying on a 3S 1800 milliamp battery with an XT60 connection. So should be pretty good. It's actually one of our race drone batteries that we used a long time ago. And if you want your own power patch and RC Sailor stickers, go head over to our Patreon page linked in the description box below to get some for yourself. Geez, the construction's loud today. Here we go, taking off. He's in the air.
Yeah. Okay.
He's flying. It's doing it. We have not had enough V-tail planes on the channel. Oh my goodness.
Just walking backwards and trying to fly. So, yeah. I'm so happy with myself right now.
You plugged it in.
Well, and I did a left-handed launch.
That
which
was good.
I don't know if I've ever done that before. I'm going to start doing that more often. That makes so much more sense for me because all the controls are on the right side. So, okay, time to trim this up a little bit. This is a maiden. I really honestly didn't think I would get this in the air, you guys. I'm so excited. I'm so happy. Oh my gosh.
So before we took off, Nate had me do a, what would you call that, Nate?
Dead stick chuck.
Yeah, I just like
launch.
threw it and he just kind of glided it down.
To make sure the controls
Yeah.
were right. Look at that. Okay, so there's hands-free.
So
I
that
still
worked
need
out.
a little more elevator.
I think that helped us before we just full throttled it into the ground, just in case something was wrong with the
throttle.
setup. Oh, listen to that. Whoa.
You following okay?
Yeah, I didn't expect that.
Look at this. This is fun. Wow. Now, you know, when you buy this, you're paying for that brain to be on board.
Yes.
And we had to rip it out because of quality control. It just wasn't providing power to my receiver.
And granted, this has been out for a year, maybe 2 years. So this isn't like new to the market, but if you guys hit the subscribe button, tune in tomorrow, you'll see a newer version of this that we're so excited about.
If it works.
If it works.
Look at this, Abby. This is fun to fly. I like this. I was fully expecting myself, first of all, it won't even fly. Secondly, I thought if it does fly, it'll probably fly poorly because I ripped the brain out of the plane. But here I am flying with just a basic dumb receiver, no stabilization at all, and it's flying really smooth. I want to do FPV on this so bad now. So please send me your recommendations. Well, I just burped.
Nate, what was that word that we were talking about last night with this just being like plug and play kind of?
Modular.
Modular, yeah. So the wings and the V-tail, they're modular. They just snap
Plugged
in and
no glue.
we've never had that with a plane.
Not
At
like
least
this.
not that I can think of.
Not like this. This was so cool to pull it out of the box and just snap it together. And oh man, okay, let's test my rudder. Remember we thought the rudder was gonna be reversed? So I'm gonna give it full right rudder now. And it's going left.
No,
so it's opposite.
it's
I gotta
opposite.
figure that out. Oh yeah, that was just left rudder right
You
there.
just gotta reverse
Oh,
it in your
man.
transmitter, right?
Oh, sorry, going above us a little bit. Oh, okay.
That's just a setting in the transmitter.
Yeah. Well,
So-
kind of. Because the way I have this set up right now, it's working on the channels that are plugged in. So I think I have to go into the mixer or something. Point is, it's not set up to fly perfectly. I can only bank and yank this right now. If I give it rudder, I need to give it opposite. So if I want to do something tight like this, I got to do them opposite together.
Oh
that was fun.
my gosh, look at that.
Yeah, let's see that again.
Oh
I crashed it. Okay, I'll gain some altitude, get a little closer, and try that again. I love the black, the solid black on the bottom of this wing. It makes it very easy to see orientation. So gain altitude, and then do that again. Okay, I need more speed for that to look better. So more altitude, and not climbing, and speed, and then push them together. Okay, let's try the other way.
no. Whoa, whoa.
Sorry.
You're
A
everywhere.
little bit. Let's try this one more time to go the other way. Here. There we go, that's better. Works better that way.
Falling with style.
Oh yeah.
That's what that is.
That's exactly what I'm doing. Now, you know what? I forgot to put my LiPo alarm in here.
Oh
meant to.
no. Well, my counter, I started it right before you took off, is at 4 minutes. So.
I will say, I know these batteries in here are very, very good batteries performance-wise. They're Venom batteries, so I'm not worried about hurting them on the setup that's in this plane. But probably around 5 minutes or so we'll land it. Now, I will say, I did also bring extra batteries for this.
You gonna fly it again? Are you?
I should. This time I'll put the alarm in and see how accurate of a guess I was on this
You must
first
really
flight.
like it. If
I
you're
really
gonna
do.
A second battery.
This is fun. This is flying a lot like the way I like to fly my P-51, and the beautiful thing about this is the size. You know, I can just throw this in any car and go fly it.
Yeah, I like
this
that
is
too.
awesome. And it's so easy to see. That bright white when you're seeing the top of the wing, and then look at the black on the bottom.
Yeah, I really like that. When we put it together, I was thinking to myself, I love that the bottom of the wings are black. So cool.
Wow, I like this plane.
Such a
Okay,
good
so
color
let's do
difference.
one fast flyby,
And then you need
we'll
to
put
land.
a fresh battery in and put the LiPo alarm in. Here's full throttle.
That's
One
so
more
cool.
pass coming this way. And then we'll have some more fun with this with my confidence being a little higher. Oh yeah, that's a blast.
That pulls out of that really fast.
Yeah, really nice, really nice. This has a lot of authority. It's a lot of fun to fly, and I'll bet I can land pretty quickly. I'd say I don't need a lot of runway to land this thing, but let's line it up. Doing a lot of right to left here at the field lately.
So wind has been coming in this way.
Yeah. And look at this. Here we go. Oh, beautiful. Oh, that was perfect.
That was
Glide
really
You know
good.
something else too about the prop on this, it just screws in. There's no nut holding it in place.
It's like a drone, like a toy grade drone or like a Mavic kind of prop. It just
more like
self-tightens.
Do you remember the Zero Explorer?
Yeah,
Those
yeah.
props. Exactly. Self-tightening as it's flying. I love it.
That had a 3.96 volt left in the battery. So saying that it starts at a 4.2 volt and we can go down safely to about 3.5 volts, we could have flown that for a couple more minutes and got more like an 8-minute flight time. And that's an awesome flight time for something like this.
I say more like a 12-minute flight time.
Oh, Nate says 12 minutes. Okay.
Easily,
Well,
yeah.
we have a LiPo alarm in it now. Nate's gonna juice this a little bit more.
I think so. We'll tear the wings off.
Yeah, let's do it. See how it really
Full
performs
throttle
under
on 3S.
pressure.
This is beautiful. Just really fun to fly. Really, really fun. I wasn't expecting this. I just very pleasantly surprised.
Ooh, you know what would be fun?
What's that?
Is if I got my flying confidence back and one of us flies this plane and the other person flies the mysterious plane next,
Uh-huh.
then we could fly them
I
together.
think I know which ones you're talking about.
This one and the mysterious one that we're gonna fly
I
tomorrow.
actually have a better one to pair with, the one that we're gonna fly tomorrow.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Apparently I don't know about it. Surprise for me.
Think about, how can I give tips and hints without giving this away? Think about what that plane has that a lot of other planes don't have, and then think about one other amazing plane that we have that has that.
You've lost me and everybody else.
It'll make sense when I turn the camera off, I'll tell you. Oh, it's so much fun. Woo!
That snaps really
when I
well.
want to, yeah. And we'll go this way.
Loses a little bit of
Oh
altitude.
man, that's cool. I'm flying really far away for a little plane like this. Oh, sometimes I forget we're recording a YouTube video.
Woo! That just climbs fast.
It really does whatever I want. I mean,
You should
it's
do
not-
a like a climb test. See how high you can push it.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
Okay, you ready?
Isn't that something you do sometimes?
Not really in the videos because it gets far away from the camera, but let's do it. So I'm going to swing down with a little bit of speed to help me on the climb, kind of cheating a little bit, right? And here we go. I got to get some speed up, and now let's climb. Okay.
I already lost you.
Let's go over here.
Yeah, let's not do that over our head. It really wasn't over our head, but it was a little too close.
For the camera, that's a hard angle, I know. All right, let's try that again. You ready?
No, I lost you.
Okay, here we go.
I lost you. Oh, jeez. You got low on that one.
Yeah. All right, one more time.
Okay, I got
On the
you.
right side, and then we'll climb. Okay, here we go. Climbing. Oh, not really. Yeah, okay. Well, had a little too much speed going, but look at that. I'm still climbing straight up.
There you go.
Even though I lost all my speed. Oh, my rudder kind of messed with me, but that's about as high as I could go before stalling, I think.
Yeah, okay.
I think if I was flying this FPV, I would have been able to have better control over it and like understand what I was doing.
So we don't even know like what's the best FPV camera out there right now.
Well, there's
been out of
a
the
couple
loop.
theories. I don't really love that DJI digital one. Yeah, you know, a little expensive to slap on a cheap plane like this. So let's avoid that one as a recommendation. Too expensive. I just want to put something kind of cheap on here.
What are you looking for? Like under $100? Under
I don't
200?
know.
Under
I
150?
don't know. I don't think the whole setup would cost that much. I just need a new camera and a new video transmitter and maybe a new antenna. Yeah, and then I will be good. Okay, so that's what happens when I push right aileron with right rudder. Basically nothing. It kind of locks into a weird, I don't like this maneuver. But when I push opposite, because my rudder and aileron are set up, well, my rudder's set up the wrong way. This is what happens when I push opposite. rolls much faster, much faster.
You know what you should do instead of the FPV camera on the front?
Let's hear it.
A really good light. That would look cool.
Okay, funny you mentioned that.
I know, because of the plane tomorrow.
Okay, well, I have pushed this pretty hard this flight.
Yeah, you're at 4.5 minutes, and you said you could fly well beyond that.
Yeah, I think so. Hey, this thing looks good and it sounds good and it just has a lot of authority in the air. It's a win in my book. Unfortunately, we're not taking full advantage of it because of that flight stabilization. I had to pull that out. And
it's an older plane. You know, it's not new to the market.
It's not that old though. I'm really happy though. Happy with its performance and my ability to still get this in the air. I'm really pleased with myself. I feel quite accomplished today. So on that note, I'm gonna land this very happily. I'm so glad to just be a part of this hobby. This is just one of those days where you go home feeling really good, really successful. And I want to end on that. So let's go ahead and just land this, hopefully.
Maybe I'll give him a sneak peek of the plane next. Oh, do you see it? Do you see it? It's not, it's...
After everything I just said, watch, I'm gonna like crash this horribly and it'll explode when it hits the ground.
And I'll laugh.
Don't you laugh? Oh, okay.
Beautiful. I love the like twist it does. It's very fancy.
I wanted you guys to hear this. Just check out this throttle. This just sounds really good. It just sounds great. They've really tuned this thing in to perform really well. I am very pleased with this, really. I mean, hopefully you could pick up on that through my flights. I really don't know what else to say. I covered everything. And if this looks like something that you would enjoy, I say grab it. It's made out of this really durable foam. I love how quick and easy it was to put together. It does have a flaw, at least mine did, with quality control. I did have issues going from that flight stabilization system to my receiver. I had to bypass that and just take that out completely, and then it flew really well. I can't even imagine how much better this would have flown, but I will give thanks and credit to my Power Patch. Power Patch. So if you guys want to pick up a Power Patch of your own Power Patch, those are stickers that we have to help support our channel and what we do, and help support our family and what we do to be able to provide these videos for you. So if you want to support us, we'll have our Patreon page linked in the description box below. It's an amazing way to keep our channel going, and you get some really cool stickers to show for it. And look at this. We were going to put more stickers on this plane, but I said, Abby, it's probably not even going to fly. I don't want to waste a bunch of stickers on it. So we only put 3 on here, but the power of the Power Patch kept us in the air. I love this thing. I can't wait to hear your recommendations on FPV setups in the comments section. I'll do my best to go through and filter things too, because I know YouTube sometimes blocks those kind of comments. Do your best to like recommend things without links, because sometimes if you recommend it and you put links, YouTube might block it. So just be careful with that. And man, this is cool. Maybe you'll see it again on the channel. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just fly it for fun for my own personal use. I do that. I don't know if you guys realize I enjoy the hobby also off camera. And finally, if you're curious about my shirt, because I have a few cool shirts we've been showing. These aren't ours, but I will link this shirt in the description box.
That's so cool. I love it.
Yeah, this is me. I was so happy to get this shirt. Okay, well, I'll end on that. Very, very positive note. I'm very happy with how this turned out. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you in the next video.
Bye.